Queen Sissi. Of course, Sissi couldn't use the red parlour and the royal box without her precious husband, so she had to choose another one, which you could enter right here. And so this was a parlour that she chose to use for her own personal purposes, that she came to receive her guests, that she came back to relax her intermissions, she met with her ladies-in-waiting, and according to popular legends in Hungary, this is where she would also meet the Prime Minister of Hungary quite often. The two of them were rumored to be lovers at the time. Everybody seemed to know that it was true. Though Sissi tried a tragic death to assassinate, she was murdered in 1898. And after her death, this spot kept closed for decades. For approximately 60 years, almost nobody came in here out of grief and respect. She had always been an immensely popular person, and nobody wanted to offend her memory by using her own private parlour. That's why until now, this remains the only part of the opera which has never been renovated. It just simply never had to be renovated, it was so scarcely used. So if you look around, you will see that there's a significant difference in the colour of the wood too, which is the same type of wood that we have already seen in the red parlour. It's a darker than it was over that, which was renovated 2 years ago. And this pipe is also made of that same type of wood, yet it's an original fake. Yep. Fire has never been lit because there's so much wood in here, so the risk of the fire is always way too high. According to popular belief though, Franz Joseph made the fireplace himself, which is, let's face it, very improbable. Why would the king ever want to make a fireplace in the opera which he was ever to visit anyway? But it's interesting to know that in the Habsburg family, it was a tradition to the profession too. Franz Joseph was a carpenter, so in theory he could have made a fireplace, but we also know from reliable historical sources that he stopped achieving with a small chair, and it's very far away from the quality of this fireplace, if you don't think about it. And here I can show you one part of this carpet. I can stay there, Simon. That we have here. It's, you can come closer if you want to take a better look at it. It's also made by hand in baking Szentendrás. It also contains over 100,000 square meter, but it has been here ever since the opening. It's 131 years old. That's why it's covered with white material to protect it from getting damaged or otherwise dirty. But this carpet really shows the high quality of these carpets made in this tiny village, because even though it's ancient, the colors are still rather vivid, there are no holes in it, and the shapes are still quite clear. They're practically impossible to destroy. And the whole now is used regularly for various purposes, mostly private events, concerts, chamber concerts, rehearsals, press conferences, or guided tours, as you can see. Thank you. Do you have any questions before we go on? Yes? Queen Sissi? Yeah. Actually, none of them is Queen Sissi. We have a policy here in the opera, according to which it's forbidden to represent anyone who was not a musician. It was the purpose ever since the opening that it should be a place of arts, and nobody who's ever been in power should be placed here in the form of portrait or bust. There are bust singers and most defining characters like Don Giovanni over there, the first Carmen of the opera, the lady with a cigarette in her hand, this lady's from Tosca. You see Belinda from Banga, which is the national opera. Alright, let's continue that. Takes 4 minutes way out, and mine is that right. Can I help Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be seeing the auditorium from downstairs, but before we do that, there's the chance to take a look at the boxes too before we move down. Feel free to go into any of these boxes if you find more appealing. We'll be staying here for a couple of minutes and then go down into the ground floor of the auditorium. So you can take a look at the boxes now, and then we'll be moving down to the ground floor. Okay, so simply start following me out to the boxes, and I'd like just to close the doors of the boxes once you leave them. Thank you.
でももしかしたらここに6人座る。勝ってた。
Right here. Sorry, that's a Spanish group. What? This is Spanish. But it's going to get quite loud.
What was the job? She what?
Fall after. Yeah.